Hi, I'm Joq Quintal. I'm a third-generation smokeologist here at Oscar Smokehouse. Here at Oscar's, we are a smokehouse, butcher shop, deli. We try to do everything that we can do for you. We'll cut everything to order, anything the way you want it, answer questions. We try to also be a destination for quality local products. We have about 10 or 12 different local products here that we sell. So we love to be part of that also. We don't want it just to be about Oscars. We want it to be about the community. So we also do a lot of stuff like that. Within the group here, we have an awful lot of family that works here also. So it's really a family business with a family atmosphere that just happens to be a business. So here at Oscar's, what has differentiated us from other places is the customer service aspect. When you come in here, we say hello. When you leave, we say goodbye, we say please, we say thank you. We actually converse with the customers, which makes it a little bit different. That used to be the way it always was with every business. That's gone away now. You do a lot of self-checkout and whatever. Here at Oscar's, we're going to take care of you. We're going to talk to you. We're going to learn about you. Oscar's is also very, very much a part of the community. We do an awful lot for after-school programs, little leagues, anything we can do for churches or civic businesses or anything like that we can do. We love to do. We love to be part of the community. So something about Oscar Smokehouse that probably people don't really realize because of how many products we have out here and how little you can see of our production area. But anything that you see here that's smoked, anything that has our label on it is done right here. So even though when you're looking through that little bit of a doorway there and you don't see much, trust me, there's an awful lot going back there. There's 4 smokers, there's a bunch of freezers and coolers, there's injecting machines, there's brining tumblers, bacon slicers, spiral slicers. So everything that you think and like, man, how can they possibly do all that stuff here? We do. Well, listen, something that people don't really know about me, probably just because it's more personal, but most people know me as a huge sports guy. I love sports, big Yankee fan, big Cowboys fan. But something that people might not know about me is I'm a huge collector. And I don't just collect sports memorabilia, I collect coins, I collect art, I collect a lot of different stuff. I think it's fun, but I also try to collect stuff that's going to have some sort of value going forward. I have my 3 children I love, Jordan, who's out back right now, Genesis, who's a senior in high school, and Jonah, who's a 4th grader. They love this stuff. They love to watch me collect. They like to get involved with it. So my dad was a big collector of coins. Coming up, my mom was a big collector of stuff. And so borderline hoarding, I guess. So I'm a huge collector. I love what I collect. I'm very versed at what's going on. So that's probably the biggest thing people might not know about me. So listen, I've been asked many times in different outlets, different whatever, what my job is here specifically, okay? So there's 3 levels, okay? The first level was building the business, okay? And that would be Oscar, okay, my grandfather. The second one is to create a following for the business. That's what my dad, Jerry, did, okay? My job right now is to continue that, okay? Oscar's right now has 79 years of experience of dealing with customers and dealing with the public in general. My job is to just make sure that keeps going. 3rd generation, which is what I am, is the one that would most likely fail. I've been doing this now for 30 years. It's not going to fail. 3rd generation is going to go. 4th generation, I just said my son Jordan is out back. I have nieces and nephews that work here, so we're absolutely going to have a 4th generation. And that's a feather in my cap because going into this 30 years ago, I knew my generation or my generation was going to be the one that's going to have the most problems with it. And I've done my very best to stick with what's going on. What works, you keep working with it. If it's not broken, you don't fix it, okay? They've done a terrific job I'm basically I'm the guy who does the cruise ship. Okay, the cruise ship is made, it's filled, so Oscar made it, Jerry filled it. Now I just don't have to run aground or get out into the shipping lanes where all the hurricanes are. Just slow and steady, and that's my job, and we've been doing, but everybody involved has been doing a great job for the last 30 years, so very happy with that. One of the things I love the most, I'm a people person. I have the gift of gab, and that's genetics. My mom and dad both have the gift of gab. My grandparents, Edith and Oscar, both had the gift of gab. But what I truly love the most is interacting with the customers. Okay, I love to see the same people we have now. We have third and fourth generation customers coming here, grandchildren of people that I knew when I was a kid. But we have a very, very, very great group of employees. Not only do I have family, I work with a brother and a brother-in-law, but I work with fathers and their sons work here. We have a tremendous crew. They fall into the Oscars experience, which is, talk to the people, tell them, say hello, ask them how their day's going. You might be the only person asking them something all day, because nowadays we don't do a lot of that asking questions. So they've all fell into that, and that's what I love most about my job is the people. So in the early 1940s, my grandfather Oscar started the business. He's from Canada. Him and my grandmother ran a butcher shop for the first few years till he started getting into smoking. The smoking came in about the late 1940s, early 1950s. My father took over in the 60s. He ran it until early 2000s, and then I've taken over since then. I went to college for business. I had high expectations of being some sort of sports star. That really went out very quickly as I realized that that's not the case. So coming here to Oscars was a natural fit for me. I started working here when I was 14 years old. I started slicing the bacon and cleaning stuff and loading the smokers and cutting the wood, all the stuff you need to do to get a good base of understanding the business. So now I've been doing it now for 30 years, and like I said, someday we're hoping that we'll have a fourth generation and continuing after me. So probably something that I'm most proud of is back in 2009, we had the fire that destroyed our original building. And going into that, we kind of already knew what we wanted to do if we had something bad happen. So we knew what we were going to do. But the biggest thing of all of that is the growth that we had from 2009 until current day. I mean, we really in our old store are just about at our end of as far as building size and everything like that. So when we built a new store and we made it more of a destination for local products and high quality local products too, the business has grown substantially. We didn't think that we could get to the level that we're at now, but basically from 2010 to now, we've grown 3 times what we were in 2009, which if you would ask my dad or myself if that would happen, there's no way that happened. So I think one of the biggest things for me is the fact that we've kept it going, and not only have we kept it going, we've grown it substantially, and that helps with employees, it helps with being able to give back to the community. So I think that's really a big part of a feather in my cap is the fact that we've just kept it going. So just the other day, my 9-year-old son, Jonah, decided to give me a joke, and this is really a dad's joke, but what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Listen, it's a dad joke, it's a 9-year-old joke, that's all I got for you. When I was in college, realistically, when I was in high school, this came true for basketball, and then when I went to college and learned about business, this also became very important. It's called KISS. And KISS stands for Keep It Simple, Stupid, right? So that's what it is, KISS. All I'm trying to do is make Oscars better by keeping it simple. So I think one of the biggest things that I learned was not trying to go overboard. Just keep it simple. It's the same thing with basketball when I was shooting foul shots. I was always told as a little kid, kiss, keep it simple. So that's what I stick with. If I was going to give advice to anybody today, it's something I learned very early on in life, and that is work hard. Find something that you love and work hard at it, because if you work hard at it, it will pay off in the long run. It is very, very important, especially nowadays, to separate yourself from the next person, and by working hard, you will absolutely do that. So remember that.